Here they come. It is tough when you face the best side in the competition, but if you're a Hull FC player and you don't want to play on occasions like this, you're in the wrong job.
You totally are. You know, it's a great occasion. Stadium, you know, fans must be 10, 12, 15,000 here. It's going to be a great occasion, and you know, who better to play against the Wigan Warriors.
Tony has made much of getting this crowd back on side with this team, and the way to do that, he says, is by showing effort on the field.
They just want to see a team that'll turn up and work hard for that black and white shirt. The old faithful, the early bird, they put a lot of faith in their team, and that's what gives them the energy of one of the best stadiums in the league for acoustics, and I'm sure you'll hear a lot of noise tonight.
Well, it is the inclusion game here, and that was Aaron Foulis, the Community Volunteer of the Year, representing Mighty Warriors, giving the match ball to Ben Taylor. Everyone here is going to be asked for 13 seconds to come together to celebrate this great sport of rugby league and its amazing athletes, match officials and fans to show their support for anti-discrimination throughout rugby league. People are asked to mark this moment by standing, sitting, applauding, singing, in whatever way they can. 13 seconds to support rugby league together.
We are rugby league together. Thank you.
Let's kick off round 11 with John Wilkin, Phil Clark and Mark Wilson.
Cheers, Brian. Looking forward to this one. Can Hull make it back-to-back wins, or will it be Wigan's 7th successive Super League victory that will take them clear at the top of the Super League table? Hull will want to hit the ground running tonight, build on that win over Huddersfield. It's quite breezy here this evening, and the kick-off in the end is well caught by Hull, and that win could cause a bit of a problem tonight.
Yeah, it could. It's quite strong right to left. So we look at it, I think Hull, the interesting thing for Hull is they've produced a performance against Huddersfield 2 weeks ago. The international break, I think Lee Breers mentioned it before the game, it's come at a bad time for them. I think a measure of their character will be how they turn up here tonight against Wigan, who are just an incredibly competitive team.
Looking to move it along the back line already, and a chance early on here for Houghton to get the ball away. And the forward pack have got a big job to do tonight for Hull.
They have, but you mentioned the ball movement. That doesn't come as a surprise. If you listen to their coach, Tony Smith, before the game, he mentioned they have to pass the ball, they have to move their opponents around. No team have made fewer passes in Super League than the Hull side so far. They must increase the risk factor tonight.
Well, they go high on the last tackle. That ball swirling around. In the end, it's caught on the line by Bevan French, but there's a wall of black and whites in front of him, and I think Tony Smith will be reasonably happy with that set.
Yeah, but if you look at Hull's performance against Huddersfield, the picture that we just saw there, a connected kick chase, an accurate kick, and then strong defence was what Tony Smith saw. He'll be looking to see that over and over again here tonight. Consistency has been an issue for Hull FC, but they need to start getting it together this year.
Well, they're taking on a consistent Wigan side who are performing well. 6 of their 17 on duty for England last week. As the Warriors up towards the halfway line with their first set in hand, what can they do at the end of it? They're going to look to kick through Smith, who goes high. That will hold up on the wind. David Litton at fullback gets off the ground and gets well hit. Wigan return serve.
Well, a lot of people have talked about how good Jordan Abdul is at kicking the ball. I'd suggest there are a few as good as Harry Smith, both in his tactical kicks, the high kicks. You know, Wigan gain more ground than any other team in Super League because of the kicks that they make. They not only kick it well, they chase and complement that kick. And Harry Smith's been fantastic at that so far in 2023.
So accurate, Phil. You know, and he's got a variation in his kicks, but we saw that in the England international. But Liam Sutcliffe,
great run here from Sutcliffe, bursts his way over the halfway line.
How good's Liam Sutcliffe been for Hull this year? He's been a shining light for them.
He has indeed, as they wanted to go wide there, Clifford, but saw the Wigan defence had rushed out on him. Holds onto it, 40 metres away. Hull looking to try and put pressure on Wigan's back three here. The kick will go high towards the far touchline side. Wigan catch it on their own line, but it's a great chase. Another good set from Hull FC.
And exactly the picture that Tony Smith would have been happy about. Against Huddersfield, we've seen it twice here. It's a kick and then connected defence. And for people watching home who don't know, this is the part of the field you want to defend in. You can be aggressive, you can control rucks, and Hull just haven't been in this situation enough this year. A great start from them.
A decent run from Abbas Miski. The ball works its way forward again with the Warriors. Up to their own 30. Hopes raised in this part of the world following that win over Huddersfield after a really disappointing run. But they've got to show that they can do it week in, week out, as Wigan again will just kick from inside their own half. This is swirling around. Big tester on this near side, and McIntosh never looked like catching that one. In fact, offside, so Hull are going to get a penalty. But Phil Clark, I wouldn't have fancied catching that, and neither did Hull.
I don't think many in the stadium did. It was a brilliant kick again from Harry Smith from the left-hand side of the field. I guess the left winger for Hull would never expect to be asked to catch that ball from where the ball took place, and Smith put the kick up, but it drifted across on an awkward wind. Never looked confident, didn't even look that keen.
And that was the wind, wasn't it? It just held it, it just pulled it away from McIntosh, who came up with the error. An accurate kick. McIntosh would want to do better, but without doubt the wind played a huge part in that.
It did, but it means that Hull have got the ball inside Wigan territory and a first real chance for them. What can they do here? Danny Houghton waits at dummy half. Will pop it up here. The ball carried forward by Lingy Sow. New deal for him during the week. The 2 years for him in the black and white of Hull, and there'll be 20 away here. Slow play of the ball. Here's Brad Fash, another new contract for him as they try and step out. They're going to kick it out wide here. Can he catch it this time? McIntosh he can, and he puts it down in the corner. Ben Thaler might want to check this out, but it looked like he got it down. Ben Thaler thinks so. Let's get confirmation.
Show the grounding, please, mate.
Tackle to try. Please check the angles for onside, offside, please, first through to grounding. And we've got Griffin offside in the middle, and McIntosh is OK. Run this through, please. Griffin's going to be outside 10, so McIntosh is OK. Something close in on this. The catch was fine originally. Just go slow on this angle, please. This same angle will be fine, just slow. He's in possession, hand on ball, in possession. It stays on the hand. Thank you. I've seen the angles I need.
So Darnell McIntosh couldn't deal with a high kick in his own half, but he dealt with a little dev kick through the line at the other end. And Hull FC are off to a flying start here. They lead Wigan by 4 points to 0. Off the cuff kick, but McIntosh there for his third of the season.
Yeah, and the ill discipline from Wigan just to be offside on the kick chase. Could have been so different, couldn't it? But we see Toby King here come out of the line for Wigan, just trying to shut Clifford down. He used his footwork and presence of mind to put it on the toe, and McIntosh with the finish in the corner. Clifford has got all the skills, hasn't he, Phil?
You're right, and I think many people said for Hull to win here, they had to get off to a flying start. They must post the first points, and they had to take some risks. I suppose kicking early in the tackle count on the back of a step-back in play there, he does well not to kick the ball too hard. There's patience from McIntosh to allow the ball. He's unsure he can take it on one go, waits for it to bounce up. He couldn't catch the high ball, but he was OK with that one.
Yeah, and it's a risk when you get Toby King and Miski being aggressive. That leaves space behind the winger, and that's what Clifford so expertly exposed.
Well, he's got a tough kick here from the sideline, Jake Clifford. Looking now to send it. That looks a good strike. That is a fantastic kick. Straight through the middle. Wind or no wind, that was hit so well. It adds to 2 points. McIntosh with a try, but that was a great kick.
Yeah, what a conversion. The conversion came after a fantastic kick in full play. Clifford does well here. That's great footwork to avoid King. And then the vision to see McIntosh in space. As I said, King and Miski aggressive. Left the space, but fantastic there from Wigan.
Here come Hull then from the restart. Just the start they wanted.
Yeah, and if you trace that try back to its origin, I suppose it was a penalty conceded by Wigan. The last time Wigan lost a game was against Catalan back in round 4, and again they conceded avoidable penalties on that day, something I'm sure Matt Peake will want to eradicate straight away.
Yeah, Danny Houghton gets the ball away to Fash. Fash thought about offloading, but he's instantly tackled. Powell and Farrell in there with Byrne.
We're here, Liam.
And comes back to this near side. They're looking to promote the ball if they can. Griffin has it up to the 30. Decent carry. Sutcliffe jumps in at dummy half. Clifford is going to put boot to ball. He's gone high across field. He should be caught on the full by Wigan. It is eventually. And Thornley will bring it back, and the tackle made 30 away from the line.
You see a lot of teams doing that now, don't they? Kicking on play 5. After the 4th tackle, there's still 1 left after it. But they think there's less pressure and greater chance to get out of their own half.
I think an encouraging thing for Hull here and Tony Smith is, of the 3 games they've won this year, they've scored first in 2 of those. I think it was big for Hull to score first here. Wigan have been flawless. Whenever they score first, they go on and win games. Well, Hull will be delighted to be ahead.
Wigan have been in great form, haven't they, defensively? They've got the best defence at the moment in the Super League. But they've been breached early on here. What can they produce at the other end as Farrell sidesteps his way? He's gone straight through here, looking to take on Lynn. The Hull defence gets back, but Wigan are 5 away. Last tackle here. Big pressure on. What can Wigan do? Farrell with a trademark run. Smith now looks to kick across the field, looking to find on this near side King. The ball on the ground, and the referee will say that that went forward, but that was pretty fragile defence from Hull FC.
Well, here's the kick, and they managed to survive. The referee says it's a knock-on by Wigan gone forward from the Warriors. They're relieved at that. But that was a massive moment when Farrell broke through. You know, Hull have conceded tries this season when the line's been broken. This is a rare example where they get back and save one.
How many years has Liam Farrell been doing that? He's so consistently produced that sort of run where he comes back to the inside, and then he's got the speed still through his legs to be able to make breaks. What a player he's been for Wigan.
Yeah, what a player he's been, and what a player he continues to be as well, as Hull look to work their way downfield.
Play on, go. 3.
And again, Fash gets it away to this near side. On the angle again is Sutcliffe, who's, as John said earlier, already looking a big threat for Hull. Quick play of the ball, out now to dummy half now. Lovely, oh, it was a lovely pass, but the ball bounced off the chest. It was hacked forward by Hull. And Ben Thaler at the moment is allowing play to continue, and that means that they can attack from deep here. They'll move the ball out wide. Miskey cuts in field. Miskey halfway through a tackle, and Hull all already back on halfway.
Yeah, I can't understand why he'd hack the ball forward, not just dive on it when you've got somebody like Bevan French.
From Jordan Lane,
yeah, no, but the kicking the ball forward there, it just gives Bevan French some space. So the knock-on comes, Danny out and dive on it. This is more dangerous when Bevan French gets the ball.
They'll spend all night trying to contain him. They gave him a bit of a free run there, didn't they?
Well, he scored 7 tries in 57 minutes the last time he played against Wigan. They know how dangerous he is.
Yeah, he did. Ball 20 away then. Wigan getting a chance to put their own points on the board here. Centre field, they'll go to Smith, making his 100th career appearance tonight. Here's Farrell again, 12 metres away. And a penalty right in front of the post here, so Hull being penalised again. Never getting back the 10 yards, says Ben Thaler. And Wigan are going to run it here, looking to level up the score.
Good tackle.
Good shot first up there.
Cut Liam Byrne in half.
Did. Powell will go to the first runner here. Hull maybe need to get 1 or 2 more over to that far side of the field, but Wigan are coming back towards this near side. Sharks gets it away, out the back they go. Here's Miskey now, cuts inside, goes on the outside as well to stay in the field of play there, Amos Miskey. Ball moves inside from King. Here now is Smith again, skips across, gets it away. Shorrock short pass to Farrell, well met. That was better defence from Hull. 15 away, the crowd getting behind their team here. Ball back centre field now, they'll just straighten things up. The Warriors, last one. They've got bodies to the left, but they're going to come to this short side here. They're going through the hands. French with a miss-out pass, and if McIntosh catches that, he could have been going the length of the field, but it was a forward pass, so thankfully for Hull, another McIntosh error leads to them getting the ball back.
Yeah, it was great skill from Bevan French just to fire it quickly. Obviously he's gone forward. McIntosh does well. He puts himself in a position to get that intercept. I think what's more encouraging from Hull FC's perspective is the resilience they've shown. They showed it against Huddersfield in the last time around. And the defence has been flimsy, 31 points average per game conceded. They only conceded 14 against Huddersfield. They'll be delighted that they've held Wigan out there.
So Hull bringing the ball off their own line. Let's get down to pitch side then. Kyle Walker's got some news.
Oh, well, it's definitely getting exciting down here. The Hull FC crowd, they're getting behind the team. That early try, well, it's got them going. They're definitely in full support, full voice. And I'll keep you updated how that gets on.
Cheers, Kyle. Another penalty here. More ill-discipline from Wigan, Phil, and they've got to cut this out, haven't they?
I think you're right. Another avoidable penalty there, although they were trying to dominate the Hull side, who were struggling to get forward. Kyle talks about the voice, the support from the Hull supporters. I think you get that with two things: a bit of confidence, the try they scored, and the fact that they were able to defend for 6 players on their own try line without conceding points.
And Tony Smith enjoyed that touch finder as well. It got them about 45 metres downfield. And they're back on the attack here. Danny Houghton waits, 40 away. All turned back inside by McNamara. Strong carry from Tumavave. And they're 20 away. Coming now, centre field. They'll move it along the line. Clifford gets it away. Griffin trying to step through. Can he find an offload? He does. Here come Hull now, flooding through. Wigan's defence breached, but they get back. Scrambling back. Danny Houghton just a couple of metres away now. Looking around him for options. He gets the ball away. Farrell races off the line and makes a vital tackle right in front of the post. But Hull FC with a chance here to get their second score early on. They move it to that far side. They're trying to get through again. But again, Wigan scramble, keeps their line intact. Last one then for Hull is an injury here. It's just rubbing his eye. McNamara, yeah. Maybe a poke in the eye more than anything. I don't think there was anything too sinister in it.
Oh, speed with which Wigan got off that try line to shut down those players. A lot of energy. Now comes over at the end. Maybe Harry Smith perhaps catches him with his right hand.
He's just caught a stray finger in the eye. Yeah, but great defence from Wigan. We spoke about Liam Farrell with the ball. Well, he was very quick to shut down Liggy South through the middle of the field. Both sides showing great defensive resilience here.
Going for the kick again. They're coming across to McIntosh again. It might not get there. Sutcliffe's going to challenge. Ball is caught eventually and dealt with. That was good defence. King it was who came up with it, but it's going to be a goal line dropout.
It's some kick from Clifford. He's landed that, what, 30, 40 centimetres up, you know, 10, 20 centimetres the other way. You know, it's a tap 20. It's just a great kick. Accurate, perfect, well chased.
Which is unlike them this season. They'd only scored one try from a kick so far before we went into this game. We've seen a try from a kick already. We've seen an excellent one here, help them to dominate field position, get some more possession. Can they use it?
Well, Hull are looking to do what Lee, St Helens, Warrington and Wakefield couldn't do in the last 4 games against Wigan, and that's get 2 tries. They lead by 6 points, and they've got a repeat set here. Hull started well. Can they build on that and make it an excellent start as McNamara gets the ball away? Taken forward over on that far side, just in from touch. Wigan back defending in their own 20. Hull swings across here now. Houghton goes short to Lingy Sow. Sow attracts 3 defenders. He's put down. Houghton now will step in at dummy half. Looking to work the short side. Here's Griffin. Griffin steamrollers over the top there of French. Houghton again, last one to come in short side. Clifford's going alone, reaches out, and Jake Clifford, has he got that ball down? Well, he created the first one. He might just have scored the second one. Ben Taylor thinks he has, but wants confirmation.
Tackle 5, try. Can we just check around him, please? Clifford's in possession of the ball at this point. Still in possession. We've got to sign an angle of this, please. Might get obscured on this view. We'll go on the front angle. I just want to make sure it got to the line. Can we just go back on the front angle, please? Hand on ball. Hand still on ball. And the ball is grounded. Thank you.
So, Jake Clifford has got the second Hull FC try here. Great individual run and the power and the strength to get over. Hull lead by 10 points.
Well, it's a great second try here now for Hull, and I'm surprised that the referee hasn't awarded an 8-point try here. We'll get to see again with that replay that when Bevan French comes in with his foot to try and prevent the ball from being grounded, in most matches that I've seen in the last 10 years, that is penalised. Yeah. That is not allowed in the rules anymore, and Wigan might be looking at this could just be 6 points and not 8.
Smart from Clifford. The build-up play was cute. Griffin got Bevan French involved in a tackle near the line, which is so smart. He's the guy who's meant to organise the defensive line. All of a sudden, Bevan French is in a tackle. And then the ruck's quick. Jake Clifford took advantage of it. Smart from this man who's about to take the conversion.
Here he's looking to add the extras. 10 in front touch. Strikes this one. Did it curl in right at the end? It did. Looked initially to be going wide. Well, Jake Clifford is making light work of the weather conditions in Hull tonight.
This is massive from Griffin. He highlights Bevan French, runs over the top of him. Two things. One is the ruck ends up being a bit messy. Bevan French don't want to be making tackles like that. He's in charge of organising the defensive line. As a result, it's a bit quick. Clifford spots an opportunity on that short side. We see again now Bevan French involved in a tackle he doesn't want to be involved in. Clifford just takes that quick ruck. Great upper body strength from him. Fantastic finish.
Tony Smith will be delighted with the start that his side have made here. 12 points to the good early on as McIntosh almost made half a break there. And Houghton again comes to Griffin, who takes it forward, and Griffin again making meters. Well, the fans might be wondering where's this Hull side been in the opening few months of the season, but they've definitely come to play tonight.
There's a bounce about them in there now. We got to round 10 without really showing any confidence that the team might get to the playoffs, but on the evidence of the opening quarter, they look like they could be a contender. High kick now from Clifford.
Yeah, this is swirling around. French is quick, but he's not going to get there on the full. It'll bounce high. And the ball picked up by Miskey. Bevan French will, I'm sure, have some memories of a high bouncing ball down that end of the field.
22 metres behind him with the Jack Wellesby chase. That one, you mean?
Yeah,
how cruel.
And an error here. Wigan are incensed. They thought that ball may have been illegally ripped out of the grass.
I think it was an offload. It was a legal offload from Thornley. What Wigan's objection is that Shorrock doesn't knock on, or there is a knock on from a Hull player. Look, it's an offload backwards. I don't think there is a knock on from Shorrock. It's been a bit unlucky, but you know, the bounce the ball, the referee's call when he's unsighted determines the winners and losers in lots of matches.
It's a tough call, isn't it? Everything's going for Hull here. They're feeling confident. They're building off the back of another great performance. It doesn't look like Shorrock's knocks on there, but Hull will take it, won't they? And you were speaking about the lack of form at the start of the year. Well, sometimes you're just looking for bits of luck, moments in a game to go your way, and then a result to go your way. Well, this moment's gone their way. A couple of weeks ago, the Huddersfield result went their way, and it might just be a few things like that get them going.
Well, here they are with Tumavave. The last time Wigan faced a deficit like this, they went on to lose against the Catalan Dragons. An imperious form in recent weeks. Tumavave will play the ball. Here come Hull again. Can they add to this lead? Tackle made on Keita. Danny Houghton waits. Looks right, but comes left. Skips across Fash, gets it away to Clifford. Out the back they go to Litton, moves it on to Sutcliffe, who tried to barge his way through. Two good tackles, so bring him to the ground. Here's Litton. Litton trying to pinch one from close in. He's going to be pulled over the line, I think. Held up over the line. Tall, rangy youngster. Trying to show his stuff in the fullback position for Hull. Ball now to Clifford, gets it away. Centre field, they came rushing out. Smith didn't get Houghton. Houghton offloads it back. Hull keeping it alive here. Did that ball get knocked on? Well, it's then ripped out of the grasp of Wigan. And really a little bit of a mess in the end. And Harry Smith might not quite have made the tackle, but he did enough, didn't he?
He did. He was aggressive. He shut it down. But I love this from Wardle. It's just scramble. It's hustle. He's just trying his best to win his side back possession. And whatever the outcome of this, you've got to respect Jake Wardle's effort amongst a number of Hull players to just get possession back.
What Hull have done remarkably well in the opening 20 minutes is prevent Wigan from rolling downfield when they get possession. We'll see here now, when people start to tire, but they're still able to contain. They were putting 3-4 men in tackles. They were aggressive on tackles on Liam Byrne, stopping him dead in his tracks. This is an important set here with the metres that Wigan can make.
Work it out of their own 30. We've not got any plans for the weekend. Look at all that rugby league we've got coming up.
Festival of NRL action, Mark, how good.
It is good. Catalan St Helens tomorrow promises to be pretty good as well. It is, we mentioned it was windy earlier on. It has just started to rain a little bit here. Here's Farrell over halfway, but Wigan at the moment not making too many inroads as they'll try and work it here to Pierce Paul, who's wrapped up, picked up and dumped to the ground. Good defence from the black and white. Well, there is a penalty here. Kai Pierce Paul had that ball removed from his grasp.
It was such strong contact on him. Kai Pierce Paul is a dangerous ball carrier, renowned for offloading the ball. Sutcliffe and Griffin have done a great job. There's hands on it. The ball's a bit greasy, the rain's coming down. But Wigan get the first real chance here. I mean, Liam Farrell's break aside, this is their first chance.
Here's Smithies then, he's wrapped up. Powell will get the ball away. Smith gets it and moves it on quickly. As Wigan starting to use their bench now. And the ball tackle, Mago it was. Ball now with Smith, gets it away to French. French puts the brakes on, tries to step past one. Wingy South says not tonight, wraps him up. And held him down too long, so it's another set here. King will have a run himself, just settling things down for the Warriors. Real sustained spell for them here. Can they put some points on the board now? They'll drive it forward. Mago, he's going to be wrapped up. Pushed back into the field of play. The whole crowd realising they need to get behind their team here as Wigan attack. Again, tackle just a couple of metres away. Powell looks and goes left to Smith, fires the pass, and then the pass simply too hot to handle for Thornley.
Yeah, I think Wigan's skill's been poor here in the opening 20 minutes. Not just this, but this play, where Jake Shorrocks is trying to pass this to Bridlington, never mind to the Easter Hull. Look, their skill has just been off the money. Matt Peake demands higher level of skill from his players. Passes behind. Look, the wind is an issue, but he won't be happy with their execution. I know that for a fact.
Well, I don't think you need to be a lip reader to make I wasn't happy with that one.
Joe Shorrocks has done really well, hasn't he, in his game.
Brilliant.
But can they play the rest of the season with Joe Shorrocks as the stand-up? Now, you know, at some point in time, it's a question that Wigan will face. Maybe later in this game.
Yeah, effort's great, and he brings effort and he competes. But can he bring the quality to unlock defences? And that's the question. He's been exceptional, Phil, I agree with you.
He has. Well, look at this. We're in that period of time where Wigan do excel. 9 tries for them between the 20th and 30th minute. Only Catalans have equalled that in the Super League, but that was a chance that went begging. And Hull have got it back, and Fash is running it forward. Was outside when he arrived today, Brad Fash. All the youngsters were around him wanting a picture taken with him, and he was only too happy to oblige. There's a ball just short of the halfway line. There is Brad Fash, instantly recognisable. And here he is again. Gets the ball away to Griffin. Griffin wrapped up. 5 over the halfway line. Last one. Out and waits. Hits it away. Clifford's going to go to the sky. Another tester. French says, I'll have this one. And he makes it look easy at the back. And now he's looking to run around the defence, but he's well not on the far side. That was great work from Cam Scott.
Big tackle, wasn't it? Those are the situations that Bevan French preys on. Just a little space in the defensive line, somebody not quite working. It was a big hit and stick from Cam Scott, and required from Hull FC.
FC getting stuck in centre field. Griffin with a tackle.
Control the men in that tackle. The five Hull players there to bring Mago down.
Well, they stopped him as Wigan make their way over the halfway line. Last one for them. Smith going to go high again, kicks across the field. McIntosh under it. This time he gets off the ground. His whole body language under that kick looked completely different to the first one. That one you felt he wanted to catch it.
Yeah, he really committed to it, didn't he? It was a big jump. It was a smart kick again, crossfield from Harry Smith. What a take from McIntosh that was. Really tidy. And Hull will be delighted with how they've played here. Obviously 12-0 up on the scoreboard. They've had the rub of the green in a few areas, but physically they've competed. They've defended very well, and the effort areas that you will look at and you benchmark as a good performance have all been great.
Well, Houghton has kicked here, and he's kicked in behind the winger Thornley, but French will run across, picks it up 10 off his own line. What's the chase like this time? Well, again, it's pretty good, and Hull turning Wigan around and making Wigan come off their own end.
And that's right. Territorially, they've matched the Warriors, haven't they? They've probably even surpassed them, and that sort of defence. They realise that Wigan have got forward with their outside backs, running bravely, running strongly as Miski tries it now, but most occasions they've been hit and stopped on the spot. That's a good effort to make ground after contact by the right wingman.
Miski, Lebanon international. Here's Farrell, but it's a forward pass.
It was just badly timed. We're right opposite that, and you could just see that coming. Liam Farrell just got his timing wrong. Forward pass, and everything's gone Hull's way. A lot of it they've earned, and some of it has been gifted to them by Wigan. I think Matt Pete, Brad O'Neill with the forward pass from dummy half. I think Matt Pete will be disappointed about the things that they've gifted to Hull and given to Hull, which has given Hull energy. Hull buoyant after that Huddersfield performance, no doubt. But Wigan have just given them the opportunity to grow in confidence in this game as well.
Well, Hull have it 40 away. It's an interesting dynamic for Wigan, isn't it? Youngsters on the bench, the likes of O'Neill, Hill and Nasemba, all 20 years and under. Not a lot of experience. Set restart for Hull. Quick hands there, trying to get lit through a gap, but that was quickly closed by Wigan. So simply having to do too much defending at the moment. Ball comes across the field. Clifford gets it away. Griffin been having a bit of joy on this left-hand side. Is wrapped up, stands in the tackle though. Three of them couldn't put him to the ground. And Houghton now will step away, moves it across the line. Here now is Sartai. We heard earlier that he's one that could be on the move at the end of the season. Tackle made 5 away. Houghton, they're coming left again with Clifford. Clifford goes out the back. Here's Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe tries to power his way over, but Wigan stand firm. A couple of metres out. Litton gets the ball away. Not the best pass to Clifford, just had to wait for it. Here now is Taylor, the former Wigan man, of course. Not wrapped up yet. Trying to get the ball away. Last one. Houghton right there, a couple of metres away. They're coming back to the short side again. Clifford pokes a kick through, and it's picked up by Miski, but he's not getting out of there. Clifford at the moment, kicking game, he's got it on a string, hasn't he?
Yeah, kicking, running, organising, everything. Well, he sniffs back to the short side here. Again, preying on Miski, being on the end of the line, spotting a position to kick behind him, executes it incredibly well, wins his side and repeat set. Jake Clifford's been all over everything that's good about Hull when it comes to attacking down this end of the field. He's got his touch with his kicking game, and certainly his movement and his organisation is really posing a threat for Wigan.
Another goal line drop out there, allowing that shot clock to run down Wigan. They're not in any rush at the moment as McIntosh gathers and brings it forward. They'd love a third try though here, Hull, wouldn't they? They've been so dominant.
But Wigan won't give it to them. There has to be creative. McNamara now to Sate, close to the line. He's a big and hard man to stop. There's a penalty, and now will they kick at goal? It's not typically a policy that Tony Smith throughout his coaching career has followed, although in the last home game against Huddersfield they did.
Well, the kicking tee's coming on.
He's changed. He's changed, Tony Smith. He's so relaxed and less intense, but yeah, big carry from Sate, draws the penalty from just a little nibble high shot from Liam Farrell. And that's the strength of carry that Sate brings. When you've got such a big man, really technique goes out the window when you're defending opposite somebody like that. You've got to put everything, whatever you can, in front of him. The unintended consequence of that is sometimes you catch them high, and a lot of the time you get bumped off. Sate's delighted. Clifford will be looking to take the 2 after the high shot from Farrell.
Yeah, not many teams do, John. I mean,
yeah, no, I agree.
This is what Huddersfield, 13 penalty kicks successfully this season, 13 from 13, but obviously different teams have different plans, different beliefs.
Yeah, well, Huddersfield actually took one against Hull FC in the last game in Super League, but then Hull responded, did the same thing. It was 8-all for a period, so they've had form for it. I think they're recognising what it takes to win games that are tight, and these 2 points are hugely valuable, putting 3 scores ahead.
You mentioned the conditions, you want all the points you can get. As Clifford has had a wonderful start, looking to make it another successful conversion. Forward now, strikes it pretty well, strikes it through the middle, and all of a sudden it's a 3-score lead for the black and whites, and the home fans haven't had too much joy here over the last 12 months, but they're enjoying this one.
Yeah, and maybe the talking point for half-time for Wigan might be discipline. It might be penalties that have gifted Hull FC some field position and possession. Hull FC's effort and their defence has been great. Wigan have had their part to play, and why Hull FC have been good here.
Restart is gathered by Hull FC. Can Wigan force an error here? Only 2 handling errors so far for Hull FC. Completing up at 87% so far. Wigan down at 55, and that clearly is something they've got to sort out.
You rarely win games. If you stay at that level, you don't win games.
Sartai again brings it forward, attracting the Wigan defenders. 30 out from his own line. Out and looks, gets the ball away. Taken forward. Good strong defence there. Smithies and Farrell. Sartai gets the ball away to Clifford. Can they move it to an edge? They get it to Sutcliffe, but the sliding defence does its job. Here's Paul, just grabs hold of the ball to make sure that they can't get it out. Well, last one. Clifford under pressure will go high. French again sprinting forward, catches it on the full. Brings it but looks up, and there's just a wall there. Almost a perfectly drawn black and white line across the field there.
That's so pleasing, I guess, for Tony Smith and the team there, that after half an hour or more of this match here, he still had every player running as if it was the first minute. Connected the right spaces between defenders, communicating. There's an offload again from Wigan. Toby King's become very popular, hasn't he? Almost every time he carries the ball, he finds a late offload out the back.
Wigan on halfway then. Time ticking down in the first half. As they work their way into Hull territory. Can they put something on the end of it? Not managed just yet. Powell finds Smith. Smith goes into the line. That's better from Wigan. Thornley down the touchline. Well, he needs support. He's tackled. Great defence at the back. 5 away. Last one here. Wigan have got 1 left. It's a slow play of the ball. Smith gets it. He's going to move it now here. Farrell thinks about the kick. Pokes the kick in behind. And Clifford is there. Can he stay in the field of play? Yes, just about. What's your thoughts on Farrell kicking there?
Well, it's made up, isn't it? It's not planned. I mean, that's ultimately the message there, is we get to the end of a set in a good part of the field and your back row is kicking the ball. It's never planned, that. But I think what Wigan will be encouraged with, a little bit of shape. Bevan French found some space, and then Liam Farrell found himself in uncharted territory.
I don't know who has to pick the man of the match, but I'll have to think Jake Clifford will be close to it. He's scoring them at one end and saving them at the other.
That's so good.
He's had a good start to this game. This fella's putting his hand up as well, but Wigan have done well defensively here.
We're going to have to cut the man of the match chat out. We're 33 minutes in, chaps.
Kick is high. It's just going towards the far touchline. It will, but it'll be kept in field. French brings it forward, but they've racked him up again pretty well. Wigan wanting a penalty. They get a set restart. Let's head down then to pitch side. Kyle Walker's got an update.
Well, just an update on the weather. It's picking up here, the rain. We talked about it before, how windy it was. Now the rain is definitely pouring down. None of the spirit still dampened by the Hull FC fans. But let me tell you, that ball might get slippy as that rain continues.
Cheers, Kyle. Wigan with a chance then here. Just over the halfway line, but offered too much, but a couple of times they've gone to that left-hand side, and they've had obviously the misplaced pass and the break as well, so Now they come in here to Pierce Paul. He bumps one off. Thought about the offload. Has plenty of time. Finds Smith. Smith now will swing it to Farrell. Farrell looks up. Defenders in front of him. Bumps one off. Goes again. Slides across. Tackled 25 away. Here now is Powell. Powell gets it away. Phillips racked up. Last one. Smith is in at first receiver. He's going to kick across the field this time. Asking Hull to come off the line and catch it. And they do just that. What a catch that is. Cam Scott on the far touchline side. That was brilliant.
Yeah, it was a great kick from Harry Smith and a great take from Cam Scott. Fantastic execution, both sides of it. Good defensive play. Some nice attention from Carlos Tumavave around it just to hold off that attacking chase.
We're going to have just turned up the pace here now with the defence. They're really going to put their opponents under pressure. A lot of teams beat themselves here by mistakes they make when they're under pressure from the Warriors defensively. Can they cope with some fatigue here now to clear the line? Taylor trundles forward now up to the 30-metre mark.
But I think Hull have been better physically than Wigan here. And I think Wigan are flat because they juiced themselves with not completing sets, with being a bit sloppy discipline-wise, and that's just energised Hull and sapped Wigan of any juice.
Well, they kick downfield. Right, let's get the thoughts then on the opening 36 minutes from the Hull FC assistant coach Gareth Ellis. Gareth, you must be delighted with the start.
Yeah, really good start. Me and Wilco were talking before the game about effort, and I think that's the key part of what we're doing, sticking to working together, working hard for each other. Not been perfect, but backing that up with real strong effort areas. But we've got to be strong in this period now. I think we're going to slightly on top.
Yeah, and they are on top. They're just breaking through here. Gareth, you must be happy with the performance so far of your halfback Jake Clifford.
Yeah, he's outstanding. He's a real leader for us on the field. And you know, I think he's just got to persevere with this his left edge, Wigan's right edge, and keep having a crack at him, keep trying to pick them apart like good halfbacks do.
OK, I'll let you get back then, because it's a very worrying time then, Gareth. Thanks for your time. Hull in front here, but they are being tested. As now Wigan bring it to this near side. Pass to French, and McIntosh. If that would have just bounced up in the air, he was away and gone.
Yeah, and the flip side to that is if he doesn't get anywhere near it, it's a try, isn't it? So, look, Bevan French is really threatening with that sort of quick hands. McIntosh read it well twice, hasn't he? He hasn't come up with any possession, he hasn't made any intercepts.
Hey, Wigan need to thank the wing on the other side. Ian Thorne is sort of getting them back into the game. It was a brilliant run and worrying defence from Hull on the far right.
Well, it's not surprising though, Phil. I think Hull have conceded 26 tries down their right. So if Wigan have game planned anything, it will certainly be to attack Hull's right edge.
Well, they're going to get another chance here. Smith out of the scrum, gets it away to French. Big chance, and there he is. Can he get into the corner? Thornley slides over, and Wigan Warriors are on the board. Thornley's the first Wigan appearance in 11 months, and he's on the score sheet. Wigan back in it before the break.
Well, said it was 26 tries Hull had conceded. Well, that's number 27. Ian Thornley's your man, Phil Clark. What a break from him it was earlier.
Yeah,
sometimes game changes, doesn't it, on a moment like this?
Tight place. And again, though, Hull did well, didn't they? Because they prevented a try here. And then they get to the situation where McIntosh taps the ball down from French, but it's a brilliant try from a scrum. They create an extra man, they've got quick players in space, and the winger grounds it inside the corner flag. Look at the movement there. Yeah. You've got the scrum half and the fullback drift across. Wardle brings in one defender, and Thornley slides in inside the corner post.
And if you're attacking against that right edge, look, Ian Thornley and co know that Tumavave is going to be aggressive, right? He's coming in. And if he's coming in, Cam Scott's timing has got to be near perfect. And if it's not near perfect, there's a chance to score points. There was a danger signs with Bevan French. Ian Thornley's made a break down that side. Ian Thornley scored a try down that side. Certainly something for Wigan to focus on.
In a game that could be quite low scoring, Mark, this kick's very difficult and possibly very important here for Wigan.
Another assist for Harry Smith. Joint at the top. And Bevan French is there as well. 9 for him now. Can Smith add the extras?
Oh, he was excellent kicking for England last week against France. Succeed with efforts like this. They don't get any harder.
No, they don't. He's maybe kicking into the wind here as well, as he'll send it on the way. What a strike that is. Well, he had plenty of practice last week for England, but that was a belter, just what Wigan needed. Back within 8 just before the break.
Phil's so right, that's massive. But it came from this opportunity. It came from the movement of Smith and French off the base of a scrum. Just catching Hull a bit flat-footed and a little bit aggressive. What a kick that might be in the context of this game.
Two great pieces of rugby there, aren't they? A try from a scrum, a kick from a sideline. I don't know why we have less scrums. We have a lot of restarts where they ever play the ball. I think they're a tremendous aspect to the game. Let the crowd get ready in suspense to see what creative play can come up.
Ian Thornley been on loan at Barrow and Oldham. Now back with the first team at Wigan. In a long time for him. As Wigan will see out the remaining tackle of the first half. Well, Tony Smith, that late try will have given him a little bit of food for thought, but he was pretty pleased with the opening start. Tries for McIntosh and Clifford, and 3 from the boot for Clifford gave Hull a 14-point lead as they troop off. There is Jake Clifford. He's been instrumental. All the reaction to come. At the break, it's Hull FC 14, Wigan Warriors 6.
Mark, John, Phil, thank you very much. Tony Smith prowling on the sidelines, welcoming his side back off the field. Jamie Jones-Buchanan, Lee Breers join us here pitch side. We're going to go to a break shortly. Before we do that, your thoughts on that first half performance, particularly from Hull FC?
Yeah, dominated most of the possession and territory of the first half, and you know, they fully deserve a 14-6 lead. I think that'll be a really important try right on half-time.
Massive. That Ian Thornley try late in the first 40 minutes, converted magnificently by New England international Harry Smith on the sideline. But it's Hull FC with Jake Clifford to the fore that have dominated the first 40 minutes. They've got a 14-6 half-time lead. The thoughts of Jamie and Lee after this.
Kick it out wide here. Can he catch it this time? McIntosh, he can! And he puts it down in the corner. Last one, they come in short side. Clifford's going alone. Reaches out. Smith out of the scrum, gets it away to French. Big chance, and there he is. Can he get into the corner? Thornley slides over, and Wigan Warriors are on the board.
And that converted Ian Thornley try late in the first half has got the Wigan Warriors on the scoreboard and very much in this game against Hull FC as we get ready for the second half. Let's go to Jamie Jones-Buchanan and Lee Breers for predictions. Jamie Jones, who wins this one?
OSC, mate. There's too much of a crowd, too much support for them. They're going to nail it tonight.
He's playing to the crowd, Lee Breers. Can Wigan go on and win this?
Yeah, of course they can, but they need to score next.
Let's go and ask the experts from the Hull FC Learning Disability Rugby League side. Who do you think is going to go on and win this game? There you go, you heard it from the experts. This is, of course, inclusion round here at Hull FC. And this Learning Disability Rugby League side are a hugely important part of this great rugby league club. And that is echoed and mirrored across all the clubs in Super League. Here we go, cheer us into the second half. Because very shortly, Tony Smith's Hull FC will emerge, hoping to secure just their 4th win of the season. Here they come, but they are up against the champion, or I should say, a side that will be hopefully champions in their view at the end of the season. Matt Peat has his side at the top of the league. I've already crowned them as Super League champions. Long way to go, of course. Let's get back to our commentary team of Phil Clark, John Wilkin and Mark Wilson.
Cheers, Brian. Great to see those youngsters enjoying their rugby league as well, despite the rain that you can see has got a lot heavier over the half-time interval, and Wigan with work to do. Hull leading by 14 points to 6 twice this season. Now that a Hull team has been in the lead against Wigan at the break. Rovers did it in round 1. They went on to win. The only other time this season Wigan were behind at the break was against the Dragons. They too got the win. So ominous signs, you would say, for the Wigan Warriors behind at the break.
Yeah, I think there's some easy fixes for them. Sort the discipline out. sort their execution out with the ball, and they're a chance in this game. Short kick-off from Jake Clifford.
I like it. Contested possession, they might get it back.
They might get it back, they will get it back. Big cheer goes around. Well, that was brave, but the black and whites gambling.
Well, if you get more than 50% of possession, they've probably got a better chance of winning. That's one of Hull's problems. And there, Jake Truman on the field there, number 6. What a boost that'll be. He's a great runner of the ball. And he'll be a dangerous asset here now that Wigan will not maybe be prepared for.
And when you look at the team sheets tonight, having his name on the bench, just that explosive ability to come onto the field and change the game, would have filled his teammates full of confidence. Along with this man, Chris Saté. What a carry.
He's still going.
A carry.
We'll talk about post-contact meters. There were plenty of them there. Houghton now, the black and whites knocking on the door. Truman just drops it off. Great to see him back in the Super League. Got a hat-trick on his full debut for Castleford against the Warriors. I think Tony Smith had settled for one try from him tonight, as here comes Houghton again. Gets it away, Clifford. Hull, courtesy of that short kick-off at the start of the second half, are right where they want to be. And the conditions are getting worse here. Can they add to their lead? Clifford's going to kick in behind. Thornley's got work to do. No, just too deep this time.
Well, I think that's Jake Clifford's first error. What a carry this is. You talk about power and punch and people coming off the bench and changing the game. Well, when you've got the power and leg drive, what this man's got, he can just disrupt defensives, and that's usually where he offloads the ball. You know, when he gets to that situation where he's falling through contacts, massive from him. But Jake Clifford just not coming up with the goods there in the last tackle. It's his first mistake, Mark.
He'll be disappointed because he had a lot of room to kick into there, didn't he?
Without doubt.
What a run that was from Saté. Over 20 post-contact meters. What can Wigan do going the other way? Well, as Lee Breers said, if they score next, it's very much game on here. That try before the break has put them right back in it.
Kicking's so important, isn't it? Because if Clifford nails his kick there, Wigan are not on the third tackle on the whole 40-metre line. And it just, those little moments and accuracy of your kicks can change the momentum in a game.
They can. Here's Smith, plays at the line, gets into French. French sidesteps his way through. Still going Bevan French. Loops the ball across, drop went backwards though, but picked up. They do well in the end there. And Shorrocks is going to stab the kick in goal. This is going to stop. Litton's got work to do here. He needs to be quick. And he gets caught, but was he? He was caught behind the line.
Well, there's the contrast, isn't there? There's the contrast. We've got Shorrocks, makes the mistake, regathers his thoughts, and then just spots an opportunity to punch that in. Skids on the wet surface. It's much easier to kick short when it's wet like this. The ball slides rather than rolls. David Litton, who's been exceptional for Hull FC in the last few weeks, last few games, couldn't do anything to get out, but what a swing. Shorrocks nails it, Clifford gets it wrong.
Yeah, no short goal line dropout. Worth mentioning David Litton making just his 10th appearance for Hull FC tonight. Very much in the infancy of his career. Slotting in nicely at fullback. Wigan coming forward again. Oh, turned inside. There you go, drives it forward. Here they come again. Smith with a dummy, ducks under one. Wrapped up inside the 20. Wigan rolling forward now. O'Neill. Mago has another run inside the 10. Hull fans getting a little bit edgy here. And Wigan about to strike at the start of the second half. Bevan French has it now. Moves it to Farrell. Gets it away. Thornley for the double. He's in again. Ian Thornley's over. 11 months out of the first team. And he is back with a bang. Wigan score either side of the break. They're back within 4.
Yeah, and if you want to be playing on an edge against Hull FC, you want to be attacking on the left edge, because you will get opportunities. And Wigan's left edge has come up with just a fantastic piece of play off the back of Joe Shorrock's kick. Not just his kick, what about his chase? I love his kick, but I love his chase even more. And then off the back of that, it comes down to execution. And Bevan French gets the ball, and it's this jumpy right edge. We see Tuma Varvey leaning in, Cam Scott not connected, and Thornley's in the corner. But the contrast between Clifford's execution and Shorrock's execution is for everyone to see. We see Tuam Mavavi, he just gets too interested in Wardle, who's running the lead. Once he turns in now, that's game over.
Good hands from Farrell. Spends a lot of his time just catching and making ground, but quality play like a centre there. It's got them to 14-10. In the way that Harry Smith's been goal kicking recently, you'd think this is going to be 14-12, even though difficult conditions.
And for people at home, smart piece of play there. What we had is Wardle and Farrell swapped roles. So if Wardle ran a lead like Farrell does all the time, Farrell then drops out the back. Nice hands. Phil's nailed it. Great hands from the back row.
Well, we saw Smith kick one from the opposite touchline right at the end of the first half. Can he convert again here? Smith to get them back within 2. Not quite enough on it. Just drifted wide. So Hull's lead is down to 4.
Yeah, this is a great piece of execution, and I just want to slow it down right now. Slow it down. Wardle leads, Farrell play it on from there. Those two swapping positions, fantastic execution, and it's that leaky right edge from Hull FC which has been a problem for them all year.
We'll get back underway here, Hull. Are they going to go short again, or will it be a more conventional restart? Well, it's going to swirl towards the post where French catches it.
Wiggins.
Back Josh, get it. Pushing forward, go.
So Hull bringing it forward then. Right, it's been a good start to the second half for the Wigan Warriors. Let's get some reaction then. Sean O'Loughlin is with us. Just what you needed at the start of the second half, Sean.
Yeah, good end to this first half and a good start to the second. It was nice to get us back in the game early in the half, and we can kind of build a bit of a platform now and start going at it.
How important was that try just before the break?
Yeah, it was big for us. It was big for us. Wet conditions now. There's probably not going to be a ton of tries scored, so it was good to get one on board before we come in at half-time.
And Ian Thornley's been out of the side for a long time, but he's back with a bang tonight.
Yeah, great to see him back. He's worked very hard behind the scenes, getting himself fit, and he's got the chance today, and he's made a real good start to it.
So what? OK, thanks a lot, Sean. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Sean O'Loughlin there with us. There's a high kick, and Litton did well to keep hold of that. The Hull fans thought he might have been caught high there. Credit to him, the young fella, who never took his eye off it.
So it was interesting then. The Wigan right winger, number 23, Abbas Miski, came in and made the tackle. Like I say, it's almost where you'd expect the left centre to make a tackle. But he was also instrumental in that chase to trap Litton in the in-goal area, got them the goal line dropout, they scored the try. I think they recognise there, don't they? Putting their opponents under pressure, with and without possession, is the key to their victory here tonight.
And a different level of intensity, Phil, from Wigan. And we saw it, just as Hull managed to pry Wigan's right edge open.
And they're still going as well here, Hull. That was a relieving run, they needed that. Sutcliffe it was again, tackled. Last one, they're going to go to the sky. Trying to kick deep to French, catches it inside his own 10. The chasers are there, and they will get to him, the Wigan fullback, and bring him down 15 away. Considering where they started that set, Hull will take that every time.
Yeah, happy, aren't they, to put them in the corners. They were doing that early in the first half, and they've done relatively well, I think, to contain Bevan French. There hasn't been too much panic, really, when he's carried the ball. Is that Sam Powell? He's almost played. They've just brought another forward on here now as Patrick Maygo goes off. Harvey Hill gets his first touch of the ball there with number 26.
Yeah, the youngster into the action. Had his first appearance of the season off the bench against Wakefield, and he's back out there as that's another good run this time. O'Neill works his way forward. Last one. Wigan with Smith. Hoists it, a swirling kick towards this near side, and Hull have dropped it. This time it's Cam Scott who couldn't come up with it. And Hull at the moment, the little things that were going their way in the first half, they're going the way of Wigan now.
Yeah, momentum swings and changes in games, and you sensed, as I was saying, Wigan's intensity increased at the back end of that first half. Was Tony Smith will be delighted how Hull dictated the tempo for large periods. Well, it's certainly Wigan who are dictating now.
Wigan, who scored from a scrum at the end of the first half, they've got a chance here.
And they hide French, don't they, behind the scrum. He switches late to the right, but Hull have it covered.
Yeah, they have. They've got bodies out of the scrum, but they've yet to make the tackle as a weaving run from King, and they'll start 20 away. And here come the Warriors again, looking to work their way forward now. Tackled 10 metres away. Here it is, centre field. Smith back inside. Powell tries to skip past one, but Houghton's there to wrap him up. Ball now goes to that right-hand side. Short pass, Pierce-Paul will always look to offload if he can, but he's wrapped up. 5 out. Couple left. Oh, no, there's not. There's 6 left. Set restart. Hull just hanging on too long. And these are key moments now in this game. Wigan looking to nudge themselves level with a try. Smithies gets it away. Taken forward now by Hill. Tackled, 5 out, stands in the tackle as well, the youngster. O'Neill waits. O'Neill gets it away, driven in by Smithies, wrapped up. Hull so far holding firm. Well, these are big moments in this game for them. Ball now works its way across the field. Shorrocks tries to step past one, ducked under the attempted tackle. Well, he surely was called held there, and the referee has given a penalty here, Ben Thaler.
Well, those are the tough calls. The referee, you can say, clearly says he called the referee twice. Shorrocks didn't think that his ball-carrying arm had hit the floor, but I think you can clearly see it had. And that's a missed opportunity there for Wigan, just when the other opponent's really creaking on their own line. I wasn't confident that they were going to hold out for much longer.
Hull will take a lot of confidence from that. I think it's been too easy to score tries against Hull FC. And when you're trying to build a season or performances, you need to build it on something. I don't know another way to build anything other than build it on your D. And if Hull can replicate sets like that, although they may look like they were creaking, they didn't concede. It's bend, don't break mentality. That's what Hull need.
Well, they've got the ball now inside their own 40. Let's head down then to pitch side, where Carl Walker's got some reaction.
I have indeed. That introduction of Jake Truman here, purely tactical, we're being told. Ben McNamara is on the bench. He's completely fine, no injuries for him. So Tony Smith wanted to see what changes Jake Truman could add to this game and if he can help them get that win.
Yeah, McNamara, smile on his face, but I'm sure inside he'll be disappointed. There is Jake Truman, finally making his belated Hull FC debut tonight. And here he is on the ball, just drops it back inside to Tumavave.
Probably brought on another attacking threat here now. Brad Dwyer, see, just passed the ball there to Truman. Yeah, number 33 on his back.
I think it was taken in the end there by Cater, but he's going to be wrapped up 20 away. No real pressure on the Wigan defence.
Yeah, both Dwyer and Truman can speed the game up. You know, in wet conditions, it's greasy. Footwork for defences is difficult to find a firm footing. So both Dwyer and Truman will challenge Wigan to be good defensively here.
And the nervy thing for Hull, their lead now down to a solitary try. So one mistake or one moment of brilliance could turn this game on its head. Either way. Here's Farrell. Will always put his hand up and carry forward for Wigan. O'Neill finds Powell. Back on the angle from the Warriors. All retreating here as Smith gets the ball to Farrell. Can he find an offload? No, he can't. Tumavave wraps him up. This is the last one. So Smith will call for the ball now. Looking to kick across the field. The Wigan chasers are coming. Pressure on McIntosh. He's dropped it. And it's going to be, well, the referee said there was a knock on either way, but Wigan will get the ball back courtesy of a scrum.
Yeah, Hull need to deal with these kicks, don't they? It's a mistake from Cam Scott. This is a mistake from Darnell McIntosh. The kicks are very accurate, very well competed, so it's not an easy skill.
Just a question there. Does Abbas Miski touch the ball at all? Well, not according to the referee. He's the only person who matters.
Yeah.
Some of the Hull fans thought maybe it went through his right hand forward towards the Hull try line.
It's an opportunity for Wigan either way, Phil, isn't it? And McIntosh, whether it was an error or not, this is a big chance a big moment for Hull's defence to stand up to.
Well, they're coming left again. Smith gets it away to French. French steps, goes back inside. Thornley was dreaming of a hat-trick momentarily there. As Smith waits inside the 10. Pressure starting to build up here. Ball taken forward by the Warriors again. 5 metres away. Hill will play the ball. They're coming back to this left-hand side. French with a quick pass, gets it away. Lovely sidestep, but great scrambling defence. Keeps Wardle away. A metre out. Good hands again from Wigan. What can they produce here? Smith has the ball centre field. Just turns it back in. Another willing run to set play up here. Wigan being patient. Centre field, they wait with O'Neill. O'Neill now will go right. They're going here. They've got bodies in motion. Shorrock slips through one. All balls come free. And Hull FC will survive again.
Yeah, it's just desperate from Hull FC. They're clinging on. Wigan are prodding and probing. Shorrock's has come up with another error. He's been fantastic for Wigan in weeks previous to this. He's not had his best night here tonight. Wet conditions. As soon as there's a hand anywhere near the ball, that's popping out.
They won't be able to cling on for another 25 minutes, though. What Hull have got to do, they can't continue to allow Wigan to attack at this end of the field here. If you look at metres made in a game of rugby league, they very often they have a massive bearing on it. In the first half, they were relatively even. Since we've got to about the 30-minute mark, Wigan's ability to make ground is far superior to that of Hull. This will be interesting here. Look, Wigan driving their opponents back. They've got to somehow reverse this and find a way of gaining, you know, yardage here now in possession.
And it's difficult with the wind then to rely on a big kick. You know, you can not make yardage and hoof the ball downfield and get away from your end. Well, when the wind's in your face, it's so difficult.
Another huge week of rugby league incoming. The NRL's Magic Weekend kicks off tomorrow. All the games live, of course, on Sky Sports Plus tomorrow night. Catalans against St Helens. Repeat of the 2021 Super League Grand Final. Who will come out on top tomorrow night? We'll find out. 7:40. High kick from Hull. This is going to be a tricky one. French just waits underneath it, and French catches it. And at the moment, as he offloads the ball back to Thornley, the difference is Wigan are dealing with the high kicks and Hull are not.
Yeah, Hull have come up with a couple of errors, but I think Phil makes a good point. Wigan, with the increased intensity that they've grown into, they're carrying strong, they're more connected with more support players around the carrier, and that intensity is gaining them yardage. And then off the back of that, they're kicking in favourable positions and coming up with results on the end of it. Hull do need to do more than just cling on.
Yeah, they need to score again, you feel, as Shorrock takes on the line. This time he does find an offload, finds O'Neill. O'Neill ducks his way inside the 30. Tackle made centre field. Hull spending too much time inside their own half in this second half. How much longer can they hold on for? Farrell cuts back in, tries to run through Dwyer. No help by Lingy Sal, makes the tackle. Last one, they're coming short side again with Smith. Kicks across field, Litton's got to get off the ground here. The ball, though, knocked forward by Wigan. And that will be a knock-on, and Hull FC will get the ball back. But again, they get it back inside their own 10.
Well, the referee's well placed, isn't he? Brevin Fritsch does well, gets up in the air, but tips the ball forward. They are surviving, though. It's almost like I watched Man City play on Sky Sports last night, and every team who plays them seems to be defending their own goal line most of the time. All you can do is defend and hope for the best. That seems to be Hull's best hope at present. Got to do more.
If they can cling on, if they can hold on, if they find a way of winning this game, it could be an unbelievable boost for their year, because we're going to put in the blowtorch on Hull right now, and Hull build a lot of character. It's a great carry there from Darnell McIntosh.
And that was a relieving run. It's here now. They come again, just short of halfway. Tonight, despite Hull's poor start, they would only be 2 points off the playoffs, as Taylor carries up towards halfway. Last one for Hull. Danny Houghton getting ready to come back on. Down below us is another deep kick. French again waits underneath it, and again he catches it. Now he sets forward. What about the offload? Tackled again inside the 30. As, there is Danny Houghton. Brad Fash has just made his way out as well. We're going to have it 40 away. Hull are completing at the moment 91%, and yet they're hanging on. Wigan's completion has gone up to 70. Here's French. Tackle made just over the halfway line. The conditions pretty tough. It's more akin to February than May here tonight.
Hull have got some nice fixtures coming up, Mark, so if they can box this off here tonight and then get on a run, we could be looking at a different picture in terms of the league in 5-6 weeks' time, quite easily.
Could be. Another high kick, not backwards. Well, it's a set restart, and that's a good relieving run there from Scott. Does well, gets Hull on the front foot. Just what Hull needed. Wigan keep rolling them down the field. What can Hull do? They get themselves off the ropes, don't they, and get some possession down the other end.
If you remember before the game when Brian Canny interviewed the Hull coach, Tony Smith, he said we've got to move the ball out. It can't just be one-man carries, but I guess when people get tired and they get a little nervous, it tends to revert to that at the moment. Look, one pass, Brad Dwyer runs.
Does indeed.
They need to continue. They had success by moving the ball, moving their opponents around in the first 40.
A little kick in behind here. This stays in the field of play. Then French has got work to do. Tries to skip past one, does skip past one, but that's a better end to the set for Hull.
Yeah, it's a great kick from Truman. Until now, the kick option for Hull has been hoist it in the air as high as you can and prey on a mistake. Well, that's a tactical kick from Truman, putting it on the grass. And now this is where Hull need to be aggressive. And they need to have 2-3 men in tackles, control the speed of the game, and that's how they're going to win field position back.
They've got to keep the discipline, keep on side. Good run gets Wigan up to the 30, but that's tackle number 4.
No, you've got hold of it. You've got hold.
Wigan looking now, they're going to kick. They're looking for the 40-20. Got the distance, but not the direction. But is this going to skip dead? No, it's not. Litton is going to have to pick this up right in the corner. Looks up. Gets away from the first Wigan man and does well to get back to the 10. It's a good set, though, from Wigan. They've got pulled back, and we use that phrase, arm wrestle all the time, but we're in one now.
It does look like a fitness test here, doesn't it, in a rugby league game? And at the moment, you'd back the Wigan team look like they're winning this fitness test, John.
Yeah, and who's going to crack, Phil? That's my question. Is it takes a mistake, a penalty, something will give. One of these teams will give. It's just who.
Dwyer getting busy around the ruck area. His tackles. Wanted to set restart. Scruffy play of the ball, and that's going to be a knock-on. So Brad Dwyer has cracked first, trying to earn a penalty. He's ended up turning the ball over.
That's it. You know, when you're in that period where you're competing very closely, as Phil said, it's like a fitness test. Then, look, you can say what you want about Morgan Smithy's attention in the ruck. It is illegal. He's trying to slow things down, but Brad Dwyer has no need to rush. He just needs to a little bit more composure, make sure that's right. And it's a different picture that we're looking at, other than Wigan attacking from a scrum, which
they had 20 minutes, didn't they, surviving? They've had 2 minutes where they looked pretty strong again, and then they're back now in their own half in survival mode.
Errors are going to be crucial in this second half. Into the final quarter we go already. Wigan trying to barge their way through. Tackle made, 20 away. Houghton clamping the ball there as the ball now works its way towards Bevan French. Drops it back on the angle. That's a high one. That didn't look too clever. Griffin looks up. Sees Ben Thaler coming across to him.
Yes, he is slipping, isn't he? And luckily there's no serious injury. Abasmiski gets up instantly. He's got to be applauded for that.
Yeah,
I've seen players in the past stay down unnecessarily.
Absolutely, but it's high. We don't want that. Head contacts, we don't want them, so it's a penalty.
Yeah, it is. No complaints. Griffin happy not to be going for a sit down on the bench. And Hull will have to defend another set as forward come the Warriors again. The league leaders looking to open up a 2-point gap at the start of round 11. Need another score. Here's French to Farrell. Again, Wardle, the decoy runner on that left-hand side. Wigan held out this time. The rain lashing down here at the MKM. Can Hull hang on? O'Neill gets it away. They rush out on, that's a great shot. Great work from Clifford. Rushed out on French, made the tackle. Need more like that as a ball runs across the field. We sat high up in the standing, you can feel the rain drifting in here. Last one for Wigan. Smith, surely going to go out wide, gets it to Wardle. Wardle comes in field, stabs a kick through. French is after it. Did he get there? Referee might just want to check how this ball went over the in-goal line. Ben Thaler just going to have another look. There was no celebration from French. But is it going to be a goal line dropout or a 20-metre restart?
Yes, the restart, yeah. No, I've got to make sure.
So Ben Thaler just checking how this ball went over the line. Levin French after it.
I think they're going to. It's not hit the floor, has it? Even though it's gone past the line here now. If that hits David Litton, does it? You can't tell from that angle, can you? The referee thought it was a tap on the 20. That was his instant live call.
That's the right call.
Wait there.
Oh, well done, David Litton there. He was very calm under pressure.
Also, Bevan French, where did he come from? You know, when you're watching that live, you're thinking, there's no chance that he's going to get there. And he just comes out of a gun.
Well, credit to Wardle, he clearly saw the run coming and found the kick, and it was only half a roll too far, but fine margins mean Hull still lead. So, no points in the first half. We had that late try for Wigan. And into the second half, look, since the 45th minute, 20 minutes almost without any points.
And we sensed it, that try just before half-time, try just after half-time. Hugely important in the context of this game, wasn't it? It just, you felt if Hull could get in at 14-0, it might be different.
Here's Fash, head rocks back, maybe emphasised by that mullet. He's wrapped up, 5 over halfway. Dwyer, oh, no one to go, he's going to kick it himself. He'll kick it into the corner, and French is going to have to gather this. The whole chase needs to be good. Dwyer leads the chase, but misses the tackle, and French almost still and over the 20-metre line.
How does he do that? I mean, he's going past good defenders, players who don't miss many tackles at times, and skips away from players from makes it look so easy.
He does. But here come Wigan, up already.
Yeah, it's just really sharp footwork, isn't it? Sharp footwork against chasers who are running at full speed. That's how he does it.
Ball now over the halfway line. Another good run this time from Havard, who's into the action. Now Smith will kick high. Litton waits, not quite as much pressure this time, brings it forward. He now breaks one tackle, but Farrell clamps him inside the 20. 14 to go. Wigan racing up defensively here.
They know how to win games, don't they, Wigan? They know that applying effort in this area now is just a way to get out on top in this match.
But they've still got to score another try. And at the moment, Hull's defensive line has held firm. 2 tries from Ian Thornley either side of the break have given Wigan a real chance here. As they're going to kick from inside their own 30. Clifford's kick is a good one. And Thornley will collect it. And now he'll bring it back. Oh, he's lost it! Big error! Listen to that roar. It's a roar of relief around this ground.
What a tackle by Truman. He went in with the right arm, he punched the ball down. But then went forward, didn't it? Clever play by the halfback. We expect him to score some tries or set some up, but he might have just one possession, which might help him to win this match.
Yeah, it's massive. It's such an aggressive slap down on the ball.
Now they need a try scorer. We've got possession.
Here is Lingy Sao, goes through one, he's going again, sidestepping his way, gets into Howden, pumps a kick through, big chance! Oh, they missed it! Ball batted in, and Wigan racing away! Surely not Bevan French! How did Hull not score? How did they not finish that off?
What a huge moment in this game.
We haven't had many points, but we're certainly not short of excitement there. Both ends there. Both sets of supporters thought there were points coming.
We thought French was gone. We thought French was gone. We thought McIntosh is in. He's definitely in. French is gone.
Oh. Here they come, Wigan now. Nerves fraying all around us. Swardle racked up. Wigan have just dodged a bullet at one end. Ball now with Farrell. He slips on the surface. Ball 30 away. Wigan now looking to level things up. Havard tackled, last one. Wigan centre field are coming out to this near side. They're going to go high again. Pressure on at the back. Good catch from Scott. Did well that time. Came up with a ball when he got it.
Just got to get out of this part of the field now. That's the difficult bit. In these conditions, almost grand final like weather, getting out from your try line is incredibly difficult, especially when you're playing against the best defensive team in the competition this year.
I just wonder, I'm sure we'll see it again, but when that ball rolled across, I thought Daniel McIntosh did the right thing. He held off, didn't he? And then it just bounced away from him.
It escaped him.
Brought Chris Sattai back on here. They've refueled him.
Well, this is a moment.
So close, so close. And then we thought French was away.
Last one for Hull, 40 off their own line. They're going to have to kick again. They're kicking high. It's another high one. French waits underneath it, catches it again. Despite the jeers of the Hull fans. A nerve-wracking finish coming in, maybe golden point.
Yeah, and a big move from Hull, bringing this man at marker, Chris Sattai, back on. Went for 162 metres against Huddersfield last week. But it doesn't matter how many metres you make with the ball or how many big men you bring off the bench. If you want to give away a penalty for standing 2 yards offside, blatantly 2 yards offside, it's a recipe for disaster.
They could have picked one of a few. Brad Dwyer in the picture there. Kick for touch. Matt Peake looking on. I think Super League Coach of the Year, Coach of the Month as well. But they want to get May off to a flying start. His side need points.
He won't look on to many games when his team have more possession inside their opponent's half. They had only come up with 10 points. He'll start maybe to get a bit anxious, see if they can't get over soon. May go back on. Let's give a compliment to Hull's defence, but Wigan's lack of creativity in attack is a little worrying for the Warrior fans.
It's difficult conditions.
It is. Here now is Smith. Short pass to Pierce-Paul. You can feel the tension building here at the MKM. Hull have had some pretty hefty defeats here, holding on here. What would be a huge win for their season. Wigan 10 away. Shorrocks goes short, offloaded, a good offload as well. Shorrocks will gather, can he find the pass? No, he can't. Last one, Hull back. Is it coming short side? No. O'Neill stabs the kick through. Litton picks it up and gets back into the field of play.
How good's David Litton? Love him. He's great. He's been tidy, composed. He's come up with some big plays.
I thought it was a brave play, a confident one from Brad O'Neill, and I complimented him. It didn't come off. But I like to see a young player who's prepared on the last tackle in a pressure situation to take the game on.
With 8 minutes to go here, Phil, it wouldn't surprise me if it's a kick that wins the game for a Wigan or Hull. Because with these conditions, kicking the ball short and kicking it well, like Brad O'Neill there, it's probably the easiest way to score points when it's like this.
There's an error. There is an error. Chris Sattai, he's not happy. And nor should he be.
I don't know why he's not happy. He's got to take it. He should take it.
He didn't think the pass was for him, did he? Yeah. He put his hands on it, but
I don't care. When you start pointing the finger and looking round, you should just catch it. Catch it, Chris. We said about one of them breaking. Is that the moment? Is that the moment where this game goes away from Hull?
Come left here to Brad Fash.
They're moving the ball here. Smith turns it back inside. Nowhere for King to go. 25 out from the line.
Chris, wait with me. Go
The league leader's been pushed all the way here. Can they find an answer to win the match late on and break Hull's hearts? They're 10 metres away. Centre field, Smith again, probing, gets it away to Bevan French, gets it away to Pierce Paul. Pierce Paul held in the tackle. That was a good intervention from Sutcliffe on the far side. Hull needed that tackle and they made it. 5 out. Wigan come again. Coming across, short pass here, Mago flicks it out the back, picked up by Smith. Smith just maybe a little off guard, wasn't expecting it quite in that position. O'Neill now, Bevan French is to his left-hand side, but they're going short here. Mago's going to carry it forward, couple of metres out, he's still trying to push his way to the line. Last one, Ben Thaler signals, they're coming left, oh, they've knocked it on! Smith under pressure, Dwyer raced off the line, and Hull FC, well, their defence might have been flimsy at times this season, but it's been tested tonight, and so far it's held up.
You're right, you'd never have imagined that this Hull side conceded 100 points in 2 home games against Salford and against their arch-rivals Hull KR. They've kept Wigan to just 10 and win the last 10 of this match. They're under intense pressure though here as Wigan charge forward. They struggle to gain a single metre on every single play.
Wigan putting the squeeze on. Tony Smith looks a little bit concerned. Saltai this time carries up to the 20. Dwyer gets it away. Griffin skipping across, is wrapped up 30 out from his own line. Time running away from the league leaders at the moment. Wigan. Hull looking for that second successive win. If they do it, they're doing it the hard way as they kick low. French will sprint across to gather it. Bounces up kindly for him. The chase, though, is a good one. Clifford gets in, McIntosh gets underneath him.
Jake Clifford's been class. Even his kicking game in the second half, in adverse conditions, has been exquisite. His kick selection, fantastic. He's had his hands on loads of great moments in this game. If there's a man who deserves to win a rugby game, it's that man, Jake Clifford, but it might be these efforts here from Hull. An intensity raise in their defence for these closing stages.
Restart for Hull. That's Hull to defend. Wigan with 4.5 left.
Nobody ever scrutinises a 6 again, do they? We never see a replay of it.
Well, here they go. You might do if they score here. Ball 25 metres out. Can Wigan get level? Golden point potentially on the horizon as Shorrocks carries, he's wrapped up. O'Neill looks around him, gets it away, ball carried forward here, Powell gets it away! Good run, good offload, and here's Pierce Paul now inside the 10, flicks the ball away to O'Neill, they've got numbers, they put it down! And it's December who puts it down. To the sky, the youngster couldn't quite haul it in.
Well, you thought, Mark, hadn't you, that he'd scored with his first touch when he burst onto the ball, gets it for the second time here, the pass from O'Neill, and drops to the floor.
It's just way to hang in, Hull FC. Matt Pete, the anguish. The anguish.
Hey, it's not over. It's 3.5 minutes is a long time, John, you know that.
It is. Look,
every second's a long time now. They only need one chance. We've been waiting for a long time for it since the early stages of the second half. But they're going to get one more opportunity, at least one more opportunity.
Hull have defended really well. They've been undone twice on that right-hand side edge of their defence. They've hung tough here.
Yeah, they've scrapped, and it's been a bit messy, and it's not been clinical defence, but it's been full of effort, and it's been full of ambition to just hold this Wigan team out, and sometimes that's good enough. And, you know, if Hull do go on and win the game, it will be their resilience, their goal line D. And I think if Matt Pete has anything to lament upon, it will be his inability to break Hull down.
Nice one for Hull, playing just short of halfway. Clifford again, arrows the kick in the touch. That will waste another few seconds. Time running out for Wigan. Have they got an answer?
Well, they've had so many chances to score close to Wigan's line. Maybe the better mark from deep. They've scored some excellent long-range tries in recent times. They might need another one here now. Maybe keeping the ball alive and attacking from deep was the best option.
But that's Danny Houghton doing what he does best. 49th tackle of the game, and it's with as much intensity as his first. And Hull sense this is their chance now.
It is. One more Wigan error might be one too many tonight. Is it going to be a second defeat in this city for the Warriors, beaten in round one by Rovers? Have FC got their number tonight, or is there a late twist in the tail? The Hull fans roaring on their encouragement, but it's not done yet. Wardle stands in the tackle. Truman brings him down. 2 tackles left for Wigan to pull this one out of the fire. Ball over the top, trying to get out wide. They need to keep it alive, they do, but they slip. Miski's got nowhere to go. Last one, surely they've got to go high here, the Warriors. Smith hoists it high. One more catch for Litton at the back. Can he take it? No, he can't, and it's caught by Wigan. Wigan's going for the line. Tackle made. Big chance for the Warriors now, and they get a penalty. And he's in the bin. Truman, his debut will end in the sin bin, but it might as time ticks down. 50 seconds left. Hull down to 12. Litton needed to catch one high ball and he couldn't take it.
The referee's right decision, is it? He can't take the ball. And then it's a professional foul here, according to the referee. Truman prevents Sharks from getting up to play the ball. And now they've got 50 seconds and 12 men.
They were busted though, weren't they, Phil? They were busted there. He's done the right thing, really.
Absolutely.
Here come the Warriors. Get one more chance. The Super League continues to give. Can Wigan take this one to the last kick? No, they can't! Hull's defence holds firm, and Hull FC surely now seconds away from a massive win. The black and whites love it, the players love it, and Tony Smith nods his head in approval. He's found out plenty about his team tonight.
Well, for tension, drama, excitement, I think it's been the game of the season, John. It's had everything. We've had chances, we've had close scoreline. Truman's on the sideline, and the clock ticks down now to the final hooter.
What a game! What a game!
Celebrations around the MKM Stadium. Hull led by 14 points to nil after 38 minutes. 2 tries for Ian Thornley got Wigan back in it, but Tony Smith, his side have been found wanting defensively on many occasions so far, but tonight they stood up to the Wigan onslaught and they held firm. The leaders are beaten here, and it's Hull FC who have the victory. It is back to back. There's a warm embrace from the coaches.